Right. Fucking Windows updates last night and now everything's just like, oh, do you want this? Do you want to set this? So, right. So, where I ended yesterday, I didn't have a battery. So now I've got one of these little adapters. So now at least I can test the electronics. Let's get this closed. Go to here. So where were we? So we've done that. We've done a little bit of 19. Right, so now it's putting the electronics in. So I've got the motor in. We have a battery. We have an ESC. And I do have a servo. That's the one. And a transmitter. Sorry, I nearly forgot about that. And a tissue for the runny nose. Right, let's jump down onto the desk. So here's what I've got so far. Here's my servo, ESC, battery, motor, and I haven't opened this yet, so this I got right. We have instructions. Let's check that there. And we have a receiver. And we have a controller. And a very beaten up box. Right. So I'm going to need some batteries. I'm going to move this grease and oil. I'm not sure that's needed. I'm going to make sure the lid's on that, get rid of that. So, let's untie this. Right, so there's a couple of jumper switches on there. We have power. Right. I'm going to assume we go yellow to yellow and then it'll be blue to green. So let's open this up. Right, so we've got our little box of thingamybobs. We have a metal arm. We have that thing. We have the actual servo. So it's a 20 kilo servo. And we've got a couple of things in there. So let's leave those alone for the moment. Right, how are we going to do this? Right, first of all, let's get this open. Hey Larry, how you doing? Aren't you at work? Yeah, I'm building this up, but I've never done one of these. Like, this is the first time, so I've got most of it done. I'm just on the electronics bit at the moment. So I'm going to turn the light on. Just because it's not like dark, but it's like kind of that cloudy dark where it's not light enough to see what the hell is going on. Right, so channel 1 is the servo. So that's that. Then here's the ESC. No, I didn't get that in the right one. So how are you doing, Larry? I've got a couple of weeks off, so I'm going to try and finish this car off. Hoping today, like I did try yesterday, but I never had a battery, so I went on Amazon and ordered a little battery adapter thing. Right, we're getting to that stage again of like lots and lots of things around me and needing some space. Right, so I'm going to assume that this is yellow to yellow. And then it'll be blue to green, just going by that, the yellow to yellow. That it. Now if I do my test, so my battery's got power. Ooh, looking good. I mean, you can't go that wrong at this point. So I have a flashy thingy. So hey, Slingshot Warrior, how you doing? It's been a year now since you won that slingshot. Yeah, a lot of people have said Jonathan Davis, like lead singer of Korn, but yeah, I don't see it. Probably when I had more of a beard. So yeah, building this. I am gonna be right back. I need to go and get some batteries. Do I have any here? Just to save me running off. I do not, so I'll be right back. I just need to get some things to see if the motor turns and things. that, they were right outside. Right, so let's see. It's a negative, so I'm just going to assume 2 in the negative, 2 for the positive. Because if this all works, then I start putting in the electronics and I might have a working vehicle before the end of the day. Right, so always turn on your controller first. Right, well, it's working. It needs calibration because I get the forwards, but I'm not getting reverse. But I am getting steering. Everything's working, apart from reverse. So I have to figure that one out. So that's not a bad little controller. I'd like it a bit bigger. If I got another one, I'd get a bit bigger because, like, my big giant gorilla hands, like, I can get the trigger in there, but then it's kind of a little bit tight. But this is a Banggood AliExpress cheap thing. But that's good news that we have. I wonder. I'll look it up later. There's got to be something. We know everything else is working. That's a calibration thing. So let's switch that off. Let's get this battery unplugged. And we will pop the battery somewhere safe. Hey, screw you, Billy. Yeah, I got pretty much everything done yesterday, but I never had a battery to test the electronics. I didn't want to put everything in the chassis just to find out something was broken, so I wanted to test it, so I had to stop at that point and I went and ordered a little just got an adapter for this battery, so then I could just use this for now. So yeah, so we are looking good. Let's pop these off. Right, so now we've got a receiver. We have a servo, and let's have a look at these instructions, at what they do. Bump down to here, so we're in here. Right, so let's get my orientation right. So that's like that. Okay, so that sticks to the servo. So the servo goes that way. wonder if it matters what side it goes on. I'm assuming not. Hey, Chad, I'm hoping so. So yeah, yesterday I got all the way up to the electronics, and I never had a battery to test anything. Like, I had batteries, but none with the right connection. So I had to stop the video yesterday and order an adapter, which that came this morning. So that's why I figured I've got the next 2 weeks off. Let's get this done, hopefully. Because it like, if I just scroll through here, so like there's putting in the thingammy what's it's, then it's like the servo arms, and that's pretty much it. And then you put the wheels together, attach the wheels. Put a battery, yeah, so then it's just like putting a battery, making the little man. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I don't know if I like it. And then it's like the body. I'm not going to do the body today because that needs to be painted and it needs to like sit and cure and stuff like that. So really, this should hopefully be fairly quick. In that, I just got to do 19, 20, 21, 22 I'm not going to do because I want to paint the wheels. That's all putting wheels on, not much I can do there. So yeah, it's really only a couple of things. This might only take a little while. Famous last words, I know. Right. Sticky bits. That's where I was. That needs to be someone's nickname, Sticky Bits. Just don't ask why. Right, so we've got this. Let's bin that little bag. Right, so we've got the servo is there. We're going to get the ESC, which will go in that way. That's not too bad, it's not too tight. Oh yeah, it does. I was going to say, I hope that says the 20 kilos on both sides. So we're going to stick those two together. Yeah, hopefully this will be a fairly short one. It is Billy. It is alive. It actually, honestly, like, I'm not kidding. It feels really good. I know it's like that was only something simple, like putting a few plugs on and a battery, but my heart was still going because little thing like many. The way I quit smoking was through vaping. I bought a mod once. Like this is many years ago. I stopped vaping even years ago. But I bought a mod from someone and they said, oh yeah, we've wired it up, like it looks really nice. And it was like this guy making custom ones and they look nice. Well, I drove up to Edmonton to like a vape meet to pick it up and he had put the battery thing in the wrong way round. So when I looked, I was like, oh, so I said, like, I kept looking at it thinking, that's odd because like the positive should be there and like the wiring, it just didn't look right. And it's like, okay, well I'm going to go for it. And I put the battery in, of course, like it's 50-50. With my luck, the wrong way. It like the chip just went smoke, done. It's like fuck. So that's the kind of luck I always have. If there was a if there was a raffle and there was 30 tickets and I bought 29, I may as well congratulate that other person for winning. That's the sort of luck that I have. So that's why I was a little bit, I hope this goes right, because this could either be a nothing happens, it all works, or smoke. Tweezers. I had tweezers yesterday there. Come on, I just need to get it started there. There, got it. Right, let's make sure I get this right. Just want to make sure the motor wires go. Oh, you can't see, can you? Sorry. I spent ages trying to like that. I was trying to get the little bit of like red plastic off. If you've ever used like this 3M stuff, I had to use it for something else recently, and that was a pain in the arse as well. Right, so now right, let's slide this up. I think this is going to be better if it goes. I slide that down. Come on, you slid up. Right, how about we get one end in first? Let's get one end screwed in. And then we can worry about the other side. So let's get rid of that. So what do we need? BA4. One, two. Right, I'm just trying to find those screws. Tell you lot that seriously most. Hey, how you doing, Leon? We are on the home run. I've tested it, and the electronics work, apart from reverse. But I'm just assuming that's probably a wiring the wrong way around or a configuration on the thing, but everything else is working. So, as you've done RC stuff, do you know, like, why the reverse wouldn't work? The motor was trying to turn, but it wasn't actually turning. It would go, but everything else was. So, I'm trying to find those screws. I thought I saw them one day. Had the screws, but they've got like a lip around the edge. Wonder if they're in here. 'Cause I thought I saw them. Right, I believe that's the arm that we're going to be using. Okay, doesn't look like it. So let's try one of these, because okay, it might just be this. Here's going to be that one of those tricky bits. those off. There we go. That was it. We had to tuck those ones. That's a tight fit. Go on, I'm lining it up for someone. That's what she said. No, no one's gonna... Tell you what, that is in there so fucking tight, I might only need 2 screws. Oh, it only shows 2. I was just going to say, I don't think I need 4 screws on this. But yeah, it's like it's showing only 2 because yeah, this thing is in there tight. Tell you what, I'm going to risk it using a drill. Oh. Right, yeah, that was a good choice. There's a little bit of me of like, oh, don't thread the screw, but that, yeah, Leon, yeah, I was like, I know these, I mean, we've all bought things and then you use like a drill to put the screw in and it's like, it just threads it and makes a circle on top. So yeah, I was like, it's on the lowest setting and I was pulling that really gently. But I just figured that's going to do it. It's going to take me like 20 minutes to get that in. All these comments sound like my love life. It's going to take me 20 minutes to get it in. But yeah, that is rock solid. And we have wires. That should be okay. Yep. So we have wires. Right, I think that's the arm that we use. So let's just flip over to this booklet. I say, like, I honestly think this one's going to be fairly quick because we've done that. Now we're here. Right, so we stuck those two together. There's the steering servo. Receiver switch has got to go on the side. So that's that. Come here. Right, so where does that go? If that's like that. Right, so it says it comes out there. So let me come back to my desk. So it's sort of saying that the switch goes here. I see. No, one of those. So it looks like the switch sticks there. Or is it? Right, I'm not going to stick that switch yet. I'm just going to leave it floating because I've only got one of these things and I don't want that to go wrong. So we've done that. I'm just doing my double check. So that all looks good. Right, so that's good. That I thought this other second little pad was for the switch. I don't know. Oh, look, it is. So right, so there. It's showing the switch there. I don't have another sticky thing for the receiver. Right, so the switch, it's saying, goes on there. Right, so we've got our switch. This is like, to me, like this is exciting. There, so just so you can see what that now looks like. So there's a little on and off switch. Now the bit that I'm missing, it's saying there's another sticky that goes. Let's get rid of those. For the receiver. Right, so wisely it's saying put the cables in first for the receiver. Which is which? So the one with the white is the servo. Something, just that gut feeling. It's like, let's make sure 100% for everything before. Right, I figured that was. I just want to make sure that I had the wires in the right way round. I did a little. Hopefully that was just magnetised to something, because a little screw just come flying off. It doesn't look like anything that I've placed. So those are in the wrong way round. As in, that one needs to go in the top. That one needs to go in number 2. Just going to turn that off. Turn it on, give it a few seconds. So just get a whistling. Yeah, apparently that, like, their first run was in 1986. Right, so that is correct. The left and right. See, reverse isn't working. Right, so I think the reverse is going to be something in here because there's like dip switches and all kinds of things going on. I wonder if those wires are the wrong way round. Let's try that. I wonder if like it's not yellow to yellow. This is just like a weird thing where it's... It is not that. What do we reckon? Is it safe to move on? Like, and figure that out? I think, like, as like what you, I think it was you, ECU should have reverse. Yeah, I think it's like a configuration, a setting somewhere is wrong. But these are, this was definitely yellow to yellow. Last little double check. Oh, there we go, yeah, it's on the controller. There we go. Was a controller setting. So everything's good. We'll turn that off. We shall turn this off. Now what I've got to figure out is how to stick this down. Because they only gave 2 pieces. But it's not me going mad, is it? Like, I'm not insane here. Like, they're saying, look, there's 1 piece here between the servo and the ESC. Then you come down here and it's saying then there's another bit to glue that down, glue the receiver down, and then the 3rd bit there. Yeah, oh, the battery, this is only a cheap battery, but yeah, the battery is fully charged. Yeah, that's why I wasn't too concerned, Leon. Like, I was like, my gut feeling is like this is okay. It's going to be, you know, sometimes on these ESCs, like you got to push something like a few times, or there was going to be something. It was just one of the dials in the controller. I cranked it all the way up and it sprang to life. Right, so let's detach this battery because we don't need that for the moment. What I need, let's have a look. I've got a little pot of like things. If anyone was interested, that's my other little basher that I have. So that's not in there. What's that? Ooh. this, it looks like a bit of tape there. Let's cut a bit up. Look, let's have a look. Let's have a look in the instructions, see if it mentions this anywhere. Keep your eye. MR7 shaft. Right, we're looking for this. Like this looks like a strip of double-sided tape. Before I snip a bit off, double-sided tape, so it's used there. I think I'm good. I think I'm good to snip a bit of this off by the looks of it. Right, scissors. Now, before I do, let me just check. I might have some of that 3M tape in my other room. No, we're going to go with that strip. Oh. Right, and it looks like it goes on those two bars. Oh, that was so much easier to peel off. Bit's going to go underneath. There we go. Right. It's looking good. I really feel like we're right on that home stretch now. Let's jump to the thing. So we've done this. I'm just eyeballing it. So we glued the switch. Attach using double-sided tape. We've done that. We've done that. Right, so 20 and 21. So that's it, 2 more steps, 20 and 21. And they're both kind of look like they're related. I don't know why my nose is running like crazy. Oh yeah, I know why my nose is running, because I booked 2 weeks off. Right. So let's get our bits. Doesn't look like. I was just looking. I remembered that I had another tray. Right. So what we look at? Right. So we need this. So there should be 2 of these rods, one longer than the other. Then we these 3 penis looking things. One, got to be careful, the shape of those. One loose snip, circumcised. Rid of that. So, right, I'll tell you, we only need 2 of those for the moment. So 2 penis things, 2 bars. And is that it? Alright, well, step 20 is very easy. Put a penis on the bar. Oh, good. I was just going to say, I just noticed those measurements. I was like, I bet I took my thingy down, but I didn't. So we want it like, it goes like that. So that's 1. Let's get them both on, at least, and then we'll get these measurements. And if the weather behaves, I'll paint the wheels, at least today. And then I'll be able to get them on tomorrow. Right, then like that. Get the calipers. Ugh. Right. Right, so for the smaller one, so 46.5. Need to close it up just a little bit more. Need to loosen it by about 1. Check that. I need to loosen it by 1 more turn. That has to be it. That's good enough for me. Right, 69. So what we at now? Right, we need to loosen it by about 2. See how that goes. Loosen it by another 1. That, I think, is probably going to be it. Yep. Pop these away so I know where they are for next time. Right, where are we? And go back to my desk. So we've now got those 2 bits. So now we need some screws and ting. Right, okay, right, so we don't need this arm that came with it. Learning things as we go along. So when you get a servo, you get all these bits, and you don't need them for this. I don't know where that screw came from. I think it had been magnetised onto something. Let's chuck that in there. Let's get out. Right, so what stage are we on? We're on 21. Let's get our screws. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are the BB4s. They are, so we need 3 of those. Need how many of these BB6? We need one. Yep, I'm confident that's that one. Then we need a BC2. That looks like it might be it. That is indeed a BC2. Wow, those two look so similar. They're not exactly the same. They look fucking exactly the same. Oh, right, so is it? No, that's too long. I think it's those two. Oh, and that rod. I think that's what I need. But I just noticed, nothing bad, that it says to make sure the servo is zeroed. Now I made sure it worked, but from the controller you can adjust it. So okay, it was set to 0. I just want to make sure, because on the controller you have an adjustment where you can make minute adjustments. I wanted to make sure that was zeroed in, and it was, but I just wanted to make 100% sure. Right, where are we? So let's read it right. Attaching servo. Make sure the servo is in neutral prior to assembly. Yeah. Right. No, we're not touching controllery things. Right. What the hell does this mean? Futaba Tamiya needs BC2. I don't know what this means. Obviously it's saying, it's saying to have a look on the server, there should be a name. Which of course there isn't. Of course there isn't. Right, so how do we know which one? Because I think it's saying depending on what servo you've got, that's the screws that you use. Right, so let's have a look. So servo, I have DS-S02 0B-C, which screw for micro servo screws. How to identify the correct screw for your servo. Follow these. Right, okay, so use a 1.5mm hex driver. Okay, well I've got to use the calipers to measure that. Alright, let me do my thing. So this is what I'm reading to do it. Right, so yeah, so this is 1.5. Being really good, keep packing this thing away. Right, so it says, insert the tip of a 1.5mm hex driver into the centre hole of the servo's output spine. If it fits snugly without forcing it, you need a 1.6. If it's loose, that is loose, so you need the 1.8 to 2mm screw. Okay, so Right, so first of all, let's put that metal bar in. Let's get that out the way. Let's thread all of those under there. Right, so this second metal bar goes the next bit down, so that goes in there with these. I just want to get that out of the way. There we go, so that's that in. I just want to get that bit out of the way. Right, are there any other screws and things going in? So there's a BB4 there, a BB4 going in there. Right, so I've done the bar. Right, so obviously we've got to get these, let's get these bits. So that's S. So it's saying we need S1, S3, S6. Right. It says S1, S3, then S6, where are we? Then S4 or S7. So I think I need S7. Right, I'm just going to chuck that there in case I have wrong bits. Right, so let's get our car in orientation. So we're doing it in reverse. So this goes first. See, that feels a bit small. I don't know if like I'm really meant to force it on there hard or... So what did it say? S4 or 7? Okay, so S4 looks about the same. I'm wondering, let's have a look. So this was the kit for that servo. Right, so there is nothing in there. Right, so it's saying that. Right, let me, I'll jump to desk. So we got that. Into that goes 6. Right, so that's like that. And this bit goes on there. This bit goes in here. Right, time to watch a video. Because I've got the bit together, it's just not making much sense. Right, so that does fit over it. Is it meant to be that tough? Oh. I wonder if it needs a little tap with a hammer. I mean, that's not coming off. Now I just got to find that little white bit. Trust it to go all to crap right at the end. So that last little white bit that's gone. Right, well hopefully this bit is the same. I'm just going to test it. It seems like that might be the one. can't have gone that far. Hey, you found it. Oh, thank fuck for that. Right, let's pop that there. These two screws are not needed for the moment. Let's get rid of that. Right, let's have a look at what we've got to do with these arms. Right, so I think the left one was the shorter one. Is so it's saying in the bottom one now, right, I think this is an issue on Tamiya's point. They should have done this bit first. Oh, I see what they're saying. So they're saying put it on and then screw it in. The longer one and then the shorter one. clips on there. That clips on there. I think that is it. So we've got a battery thing. Let's get these wires for the motor on. That is it. So apart from the wheels, so assemble the wheels, put the wheels on. And that should be it. Yeah, so it's just wheels. So that's it. Thank you for everyone who's been watching along with me. So I'm going to paint the wheels. I will maybe do a live tomorrow and truly finish this off, as in put the wheels on.